to another episode of the Intercontinental Sport TV NPFL Podcast show. We're back for match day 10 of the NPFL. Gradually, at this moment, I think the both have been separated from the men. It's getting clearer who will fight for the league and those who will fight for relegation battle. That one is clear already. But we'll be having games this weekend. Last match day, we had only one away win. That was Abia Warriors winning away to Bendel Insurance. And Bendel Insurance will be having another baptism on fire on match day 10. And maybe not, could decide the fate of their manager. Maybe not, I don't know. Depends on the management, of course, the government of Benin, of Edo State thereabout. I am the sports illuminator, of course, your host on this show, and always ready to take you on the NPFL. We're back right here at Matrix Lounge and Bar in Ibadan, Bashan, precisely in Ibadan. And everybody come here and have fun. When you are less busy, they've got everything you want as far as enjoyment is concerned. Don't forget that you can follow us on all our social media handles, and you enjoy every content we'll bring, we'll give to you. I got Femati here. I was on a 2-week break. 2 weeks break. The injury has gone, so he's back ready to score a trick back on the show. Femati.
Good afternoon to you, Raymond. Good afternoon to our fans, our viewers. Great to be here once again after a short break away.
Yeah.
It's great to be here, and of course, absolutely Matrix Bar and Lounge, amazing scenery.
Yeah.
Amazing place to relax.
Definitely.
And it's good to talk NPFL in an atmosphere like this.
Sure.
I mean, everywhere looking green. Everywhere I look,
it's green.
It's green.
Green like Nigerian flag.
So it's great to be back here to talk NPFL, and definitely match day 10.
Yeah.
I would say middle point of the first half of the season. You can put it that way. This is where things start getting serious. We're already seeing the reduction of away wins.
Yeah.
But let's go. Even though from my preview, I feel like there will be more away wins recorded this weekend. But then let's get on with it. Is
the octopus we always predict. When we get there, we will know whether there will be plenty of away wins or stuff like that. But then big congratulations to the Flying Eagles yesterday.
Yeah.
Led by Ali Zubao, who is the coach of El Kalemi Warriors. They won beat Ghana yesterday 2-1 to retain the WAFU B tournament, and of course with that they've qualified for the AFCON under 20, that's where the real deal starts, the real job starts, because they will need to pick a ticket for the next FIFA under 20 World Cup. So big kudos to the guys.
Absolutely amazing job he has done. I mean, one can almost not believe that last season he was an NNL manager.
Yes, exactly.
And this season, what he has been able to do, even in the NNL, getting a trophy for El Kanemi Warriors, and since the start of this season for El Kanemi Warriors, you can hardly look at that team and say, okay, that team is a newly promoted team. It feels like they are rubbing shoulders with the big boys.
He had to lose a game, 9 games without a loss.
He's an amazing manager. I look forward to seeing him, do bigger things in the Nigerian football scene. I mean, maybe even a higher national team job.
Yeah.
I mean, the higher national team job with Super Eagles.
Super Eagles.
So, who knows? I mean, anything can happen.
Ali Zubaru, not a single PR for you. But then let's go straight to happenings that will be going down this weekend, match day 10 of the NPFL. First of all, let's look at all the fixtures on match day 10. El Kalemi Warriors unbeaten will be hosting Katsina United, who are held to a 1-1 draw at home by Niger Tornadoes on match day 9. Of course, El Kalemi also went to Rivers United to pick a point. Bayelsa United will be hosting a Yimba. Which one? Fumbling Akwa United will be up against Kwara United. Kano Pillars will be hosting Plateau United. Now, this is a game right there. Sunshine Stars will be hoping their sun shines in the Ijebu Day when they host troubled Bendel Insurance. Abia Warriors will be hosting Atlant. That's another big one. Enugu Rangers against Nasarawa United. Ikorodu City, can they end the unbeaten run of Finidi George? They'll be hosting Rivers United. Niger Tornadoes against Shooting Stars. Everybody who goes to Mina is picking a point. or you win, you don't reach Shooting Stars turn Alpha guys. And last game will be Remo Stars against Lobby Stars. So Mighty, looking at this plethora of games, which of these, let me say 2 or 3 games are you looking forward to?
Well, looking forward to definitely number 1 has to be Kano Pillars against Plateau United. The battle of the northern teams, I think, is going to be amazing. I think Kano Pillars are still playing in Katsina. Is it Katsina or Nasarawa?
There have been reports that they are going back to Kano, but it's still not. I don't think it's confirmed yet. So it's still going to be in Katsina. I think that game has everything to be a cracker. Ahmed Musa, I hope he has gotten over the anger he felt, last weekend with that loss to Nasarawa United. But then once again, I think it's going to be one to watch out for. Also, I think the game between Lobby Stars, Amokachi versus the Daniel Jabor. I think that game also is one to look out for. Lobby Stars just got their first win under Amokachi, and they are looking to build up on it. But then he cannot the right venue to build up on the first win. I think not. But then I definitely want to look out for. And of course, the one in Bayelsa. Bayelsa hosting Enyimba. I think that one also it promises to be a really, really, really huge. So those 3 games are games that I'm looking forward to. Lobby Stars against Remo Stars, Kano Pillars against Plateau United,
and Bayelsa United against Enyimba.
Okay. Before we move on, don't forget, just like Matrix has decided to partner with us, you can also partner with us on this show. And let's get this done. This is our league. Let's project the Nigerian Premier Football League. Before we go to analysis of every game, let me also tell you that the Nigerian Premier Football League has restored the licenses of newly registered players of 7 clubs from the 9 defaulters. There was a memo that came out saying for March day 10, if you don't pay off some of these players' wages, the licenses, all the players that you signed, they will not be available. And
selection.
7 of them has decided to obey. Everybody they owe.
Including Enyimba.
So everybody they owe. Now PR with the top.
The elephants.
So Enyimba, Plateau United, Academy Warriors, Bayelsa United, Lobby Stars, Aqua and Atland. I think I will give thumbs up to Shooting Stars for not being part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when the list initially was released, Shooting Stars was part of it. But before the ban came, the Shooting Stars was part of the, I think, initial 10 teams that were given final warning.
I thought I didn't see Shooting Stars.
They were part of those that were given final warning. But by the time the ban came, Shooting Stars had done whatever they needed to do, and their name was not on the list of teams that were banned officially. So I have to say kudos to Shooting Stars for that. But then I have to really seriously say kudos to the league management. I like the iron hand that they are applying. I mean, if we have talked about sanitizing our league. If we are going to sanitize our league, these are some of the measures that has to be taken. The one thing that has been one of the banes of the NPFL was this sacred cow mentality. When it comes to Enyimba, you have to tread carefully. You don't want to offend the Enyimba. They are the biggest team in the land. When it comes to Kano Pillars, the biggest team in the north. You don't want to offend them. But I noticed that there are no sacred cows. If we have contravened any law, the hammer is coming. One thing that is sure is the hammer is coming, and I think that has given most of the clubs a wake-up call that the anyhow attitude of the past is no longer applicable. It's either you sit up or you make way.
Elegbele and Davis, I think you guys are doing great, and thumbs up to you. Only 3 teams are left are yet to comply with the directive: Abia Warriors, Katsina United, and Kwara United. Wait and see what will happen between now and the weekend. If they will comply. But the likes of Enyimba, Plateau United, Academy Warriors, Bayelsa United, Lobby Stars, Aqua United, and Atland have all fulfilled and say the money we are owing, we don't pay. So release our licenses, and of course it has been released to them. Let's go straight to some of these matches. First, let's pick the 3 Femighty said top of the bill for him. And we'll begin first with Bayelsa against Enyimba. And Ladamboso returning back to the league has possibly not been what he wanted at the moment, and he's hosting Eyimba, who I also feel are shaking a bit at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Eyimba have not, how do I put it? They have not been the people's elephant that I think they had a little bit of blip in recent times. But talking about this game is one that I think will be interesting. I don't want to say Yemi Olerewaju is under pressure, but the truth is, people are starting to look at Yemi Olerewaju and say to him, well, there is a way to Eyimba. You know, Eyimba is not the team that struggles. No offense to Ikorodu City, but Eyimba is not the team that struggles to beat Ikorodu City in Aba.
Yeah.
Eyimba is not a team that, you know, gets some draws that you just look at it and you're like, what kind of result is this? I mean, losing to Academy Warriors and all that. So there are already those concerns, little concerns about Yemi Olerewaju, and also the fact that he's far behind now. The title race, I'm almost
4 points behind.
Yeah, exactly. I'm almost.
Even though they are third.
Yeah, but I'm almost careful to even put them in the title race now because they are quite behind the top two teams. So all this together, it makes up, a rather dicey situation for Yemi Olerewaju, and there is one way for him to calm the nerves of Eyimba fans in the NPFL: away win. And what a place to go. I mean,
Bayelsa.
The journey is not far. It's close to Aba. The team is struggling. I mean, it gives every vibe of a game that, Eyimba and Yemi Olerewaju should be able to handle. So I'm really looking forward to that game. And of course, also that Ladamboso is struggling.
Yeah, 18th on the log as we speak.
Exactly.
It's just 9 points out of 9 games.
His legs are shaking seriously.
Very, very.
And I am of the opinion that the person that the stadium was named after
You've been saying this thing for a while now.
So in everything, I think it's one that Ladamboso doesn't want to lose. It's also one that Yemi Olerewaju, Yema Star, cannot lose. Because you lose that. Then Yema Stars is playing at home.
Yeah.
Rivers United is not playing at home, but they are playing a winnable game.
Yes.
So you
lose this game and both of them get a win.
They just kiss the title race goodbye. So it's
a game that looks dicey for even both managers.
Absolutely.
Because you look at, if you're not going to cast, yes, I have to believe Eyimba will be looking at Yemi and say, okay, let's just still test. I think he has a 2-year contract with them, testing the waters
and
to see.
Doing too badly.
Yeah, not badly. And of course, both of them feel like I just start winning the confidence of my management and Bayelsa United.
It's his first season in charge, and he has to. You can't relegate a team in your first season.
Voila. Even though Bayelsa for a while has been dancing inside the relegation waters for a while, they escape. But imagine you will follow you and also before you fall, you own the stadium, you come and take over the team.
So it's a game that looks like it's delicately poised, and I think it will reflect on the field of play. I think it will be a keenly contested game between both sides.
Lobby Stars will be traveling to Ikene and they will be up against Remo Stars. Lobby Stars got their first win under Daniel Amokachi last match day. I think they played on Monday.
Yeah.
And they got a 1-0 win. There have been some shake-up as well. New captain, new goalkeeper, and they will be away to Remo Stars, who last game was also a 1-0 disappointing loss to Atlant. At home, the last game was a sloppy 1-0 win over Bedell Insurance. And finally, that I thought they would score more goals, but he didn't. But now against Lobby Stars, even though one thing about Lobby Stars is this: under Daniel Amokachi, there is no game they've gone without not scoring a goal.
Yeah.
So it looks like a side that can score goals.
Yeah.
And it means that Remo Stars has to be weary of the fact that they are playing against a team who they scored 2 against Academy.
Yeah.
Scored 2 against Ikorodu City, even though they lost.
They lost, yeah.
The last one game I think was a 1-0. No, I think it was a 2-0.
2-1 win over Bayelsa United.
They've been able to score at least 2 goals per game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of worry for Remo Stars.
Sometimes the character of a manager a coach reflects on the team.
Amokachi
Being a prolific goal scorer himself, I'm sure, when you see a team coached by midfielders, when you go and see the midfielders, you can tell that there is an iota of personal touch to what is going on here. When I saw Pedri and Gavi, perform under Xavi, I could tell that he's giving them some pointers.
Exactly. As per who
he was as a player. Okay, this is how to, in this kind of situations, this is how you handle it, this is how you. So I think the prolific nature of Lobby Stars all of a sudden, after Amokachi, shows that Amokachi is doing some personal touch on the four players. So definitely, it's looking like, once again, Lobby Stars to score. However, Remo Stars are also in a very delicate situation. Rivers United are not looking back, and so they can't
afford to slip
up, not even a draw. So and it's Ikene, they made Ikene their fortress. They are currently 3 points behind Rivers United right now. I've already said it earlier, we'll get there eventually. I tip Rivers United for an away win this weekend. So they've got to win at home. It's a game that will produce goals. It's a game that will produce quality. I think both teams will score, and I think Remo Stars will eventually win this game.
Both teams will score, and I also think Remo Stars will eventually win this. One thing that might be funny is a former Remo Stars player, Ossie Martins, who didn't have his, got his bearing at Remo Stars. At Lobby Stars this season, I think he's scored 5 goals already in the league. And they will be going back to Ghana to say, I don't really show that time. The showman is here already. So maybe time for a show.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes players just need the opportunity. At Remo Stars, there were players ahead of him, the players banging in the goal. Sikiri Alimi was doing an amazing job, and a couple of other players. So he was, I don't believe he had, ample chance to show himself, and the run of games for him to show his quality. And that's what a football player's career is all about. Most times it's about, for a football player, because football is about confidence. And you get that confidence from playing regularly. So if you're at a club, even if it's a big club, there's a club where you're not getting regular playing time, you've got to move to a smaller club where you can play regularly. From there, you get your confidence back, and from there, you can start moving on. So definitely, I think he will hurt his former team. Whether he will celebrate or not is another thing. But I think he will score. But then at the end of the day, Ogumodede cannot lose this. Ogumodede cannot lose. A loss is not even, on the cards right now.
It will be.
A loss is not on the card right now. He cannot.
It will be huge.
He cannot.
It will be a real setback.
He cannot drop points. He cannot drop points at the Remo Stadium in Kenya. He cannot.
Just last year, he dropped only 2 points.
Yeah, so he cannot drop exactly. So he cannot drop points. So a draw, a loss out of it, it has to be a win. But I think it will be an entertaining game. I think Lobby Stars will come out fiery. One thing I noticed Amokachi has done is attack. I think maybe his philosophy is, if we can score more than the scorers, we'll get our win. So I don't think they'll sit back for Remo Stars. I think they'll try and get their own goals too. In that process, they also leave the back open, which means they will also concede. It will be that kind of game.
It will be that kind of game. And of course, the last for Fema idea has to be Kano Pillars hosting Plateau United. This is a northern battle.
Absolutely, and I'm careful to use the word derby, but then if you could say derby, is one of those games you can consider a derby. Now, for Kano Pillars, they are desperate. For all the wonderfulness that happened, so to speak, that happened to them at the beginning of the season. Shehu Abdullahi, I think he represented Nigeria at the World Cup. Musa, Super Eagles captain, current captain, because he has not retired from Super Eagles. Super Eagles current captain.
Shehu Sefa not retired from Super Eagles.
Exactly. So Rabiu Ali also, coming in good. It looked like a season that was promising, but right now Canopilas are 13th on the log. It's not the kind of season that I'm sure Ahmed Musa thought about when he came. So something has to give, and this game has been a game that produces few goals. I think the highest number of goals in the last 5 games that has occurred in this game is 3, and it's 1. It's only been 1-1, 1-0, few goals. So I don't think there will be much goals in this game, but I think Canopilas will win this. It's a win for Canopilas.
I just have to check immediately because I know they count for the Chan Eagles as open in Abuja. I'm trying to see which of these players will not be available for games this weekend. I don't know if some will be available or because the camp has opened already and they are already in camp.
Yeah.
So whether they will be allowed to travel back to their team and come back is what I don't know.
I'm not sure what that arrangement is because I know that there were a couple of NPFL players also in the Flying Eagles team.
Yes.
There was
Clayton Jefta or Benimba. So definitely, if that be the case, it means for Remo Stars, Sikiru Alimi will not be available. I'm still trying to check out for Remo Stars as well.
Rivers United also will have.
Sure, definitely. Let me see. Remo Stars, I'm trying to see. Okay, Junior Nduka also will not be available.
Yeah.
Ismail Sadiq.
Remo.
See,
the owners of Remo have a commercial airliner. It's not hard.
To bring them
it's not hard at all. It's not hard at all because these are 3 key. Talk about Ishonro. These are 3 key players for Remo Stars. You've got to find a way to get them into that match day and get them back to Abuja as soon as possible. Take permission for 24-48 hours to be absent from camp. Get them to the match day, fly them back to Abuja most immediately after the match. It has to happen. They've got to be in those games.
They've got to be in those games, or else for Lobby Stars, Osi Martins is going to be part of the team. He's not part of the Chan Eagles, but then they've got Stanley Ogambo, their midfielder, who is there for the Chan Eagles. So I think one of these teams might just find a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
to get.
Canopilas also Rabi Zikli, who is a key.
Almost
player.
Every team in the NPFL have got a player or 2.
Even shooting,
I've got 4.
That's why I said for Remo it's more, and therefore you don't invite fringe players from a team to the national setup.
The cocoa of the
you
cocoa.
Invite key players, so they have 4 key players.
Alona Saralo Shemi. And now Yusuf is in the camp. In the camp. Who goes score now? Okay, let's look at so those are the 3 games for Feminity. Of course, doing analysis on that. I will pick one for you more, and that has to be in Ibadan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now Tornadoes, a team that is yet to win at home. Out of all their games, I think 4, they've drew 3, lost 1. Now they are playing against this. Now, this is where the Shogba is for me. Lobby Stars was looking for their first win of the season. The Shooting Stars. But was looking for their first win of the season. The Shooting Stars. Bam. Ajax is looking for their first own win of the season.
I think they'll get it. Sorry.
You just call it immediately.
I think they'll get it against Shooting Stars. I think
they used to say 3rd time lucky.
I think Shooting Stars have had a Christmas like that this season. I think they'll get it this season against Shooting Stars. It's unfortunate actually. They have built momentum over the last 2 games.
But it was back
at the Lagos Army Stadium. The second game was better than the first.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's an away game. It's a long journey, which will affect the players. I think Niger Tornadoes will get their first win in this one.
First own win for Niger Tornadoes. Okay, let's go straight to the prediction games.
Yep.
And I will pick it from Isale to the top. Already he said the Remo Stars will beat Lobby Stars.
At least I see.
Okay. First, let me do it this way.
I see 3 away wins.
Wait. Let's do it this way. How many away wins are we looking at?
My head says my heart says 3. My head says 2.
You will go for 1 now.
I don't know why I keep feeling like Atlant will get an away win over Abia Warriors. Something just keeps telling me that Atlant will get an away win over Abia.
How many away wins are we?
But I'll do two.
Two away wins.
Two away wins.
How many draws?
Away draws. Wow, there will be quite a lot of that. I expect Kwara United.
No, before you don't need to mention. Just give me the number of away draws. Two away wins. How many draws are
about 3 away draws, I think.
That's 5 already. So we're going to have 5 home wins.
Yeah.
So 5 home wins, 5 draws. 5 draws, 3. 5 home wins, 3 draws, 2 away wins.
Yep.
Now, Lobby Stars, Remo Stars.
Lobby Stars, Remo Stars is a home win for for Remo Stars. I think depending on availability, either way they win. Depending on availability, I see 3-1 Remo Stars in this game.
4 goals to be scored in that encounter.
It's going to be that kind of game. It will be a yo-yo.
Yeah. Niger Tornadoes, Shooting Stars.
I want to peg it for a draw, but we all know it's going to be a home win. So let's not.
Let
us not deceive ourselves. Niger Tornadoes win at home in the Mina. Their first home win of the season.
Scoreline?
1-0.
1-0. Ikorodu City Rivers United.
I've said it like 4 times in this video already. Away win number 1.
Ogala and Ikorodu.
Shout out to Ogala.
Shout out to you, bro.
Away win number 1. Rivers United are going to Bobola Johnson Arena and coming out with all 3 points. No doubt.
Ah!
Away win number 1. That momentum that they have gathered, they will have to suspend it for Finidi. When Finidi leaves Lagos, they'll continue their momentum.
Now we back-to-back losses, so. You play Yimba, you play Rivers.
They are 2 tough games also. Yimba away from home.
Yeah.
Table toppers, Rivers at home. You wouldn't begrudge them for losing those 2 games. Really. Especially considering how they started the season.
Scoreline?
2-1. I think Ikorodu City have fashioned a way to get goals. And playing at the Bobola Johnson Arena, they'll get goals. 2-1.
You know what is roving in my head? You know, I know both games are tough. It could have happened anyhow. But you make no come be like saying that when they come appoint new manager.
Like manager in council was better.
Exactly. Make consider
Igbimo managers is better than.
Make it come be like say like when they appoint. But
as that's what I said. I don't think
coincidentally.
I don't think you can begrudge him.
Yes.
For losing those 2 games. I think they should start judging him after they won this weekend. And if he gets a good result in this one, I think it will be a huge statement for him. But then they should start judging him after match day.
What do you go do? Enugu Rangers, Nasarawa United.
Enugu Rangers, Nasarawa United. I think Rangers.
They do away last time. 1-1 to Kwara United. Yeah, too. Cathedral.
They won at the Cathedral. I wanted to attend it for a draw before, but they won.
Scoreline?
They won 2-1, 2-0, 1-0.
If an ass no condemn, no, they will also be missing Gasim.
Yeah. I still think a 2-1 victory.
2-1
Although Enugu Rangers are liking draws too much. I almost want to give it a draw, but it's Nasarawa United. They should get it.
Okay, 2-1 for Enugu Rangers. Abia Warriors Atlant.
That go my head or my heart.
The only one you want to go with. You go with what, Shani?
Atlant away win.
Wow.
Atlant away win.
Atlant away win to Abia Warriors.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Amunike beat Mama.
Scoreline?
1-0.
Imama after winning away from home to Benin Insurance, you now come and drop that point at home.
I think Atlant will get a win at home. Away from home too. Something just it's unexplainable. This one there's no analysis that
back it.
You notice I did not do any aspire to pass, but I see an away win for Atlant.
1-0 away win for Atlant against Abia Warriors. Bendel Insurance away in Ijebu-Ode to Sunshine Stars.
Bendel Insurance away in Ijebu-Ode to Sunshine. No, Sunshine Stars win now. That I think it's possible that it's Monday Dige's final game in charge of Bendel Insurance. if you get there, it could also be another manager's final game. There could be 2 managerial casualties after match.
There could be, you heard that. There could be 2 managerial casualties after match day 10. I don't know them. Oh. Remember that. I don't know. As long as I said that too. Okay, so just the scoreline?
2-0.
2-0.
Mm-hmm. 2-0. It's going to be an emphatic, not an emphatic like 4-0, but it's going to be a firm statement.
I want to make one joke, but I don't want to make that joke.
2-0.
Kano Pillars play to United.
A game that has a draw written all over it.
You said there are 3 draws, 2 away wins, and 5 home wins.
But then it depends. If they are playing in Kano, their first game, we're not sure yet. We have not gotten any memo from the LMC that So, but if they are playing in Kano, I think it's a win for them. The Kano crowd will. But if it's Katsina again, more or less a neutral ground, I think it will end up in a draw.
A draw. Last Kano àti Katsina kilo bẹ́ẹ̀ méjì. You pick one only. Scoreline?
A slim win for Kano Pillars.
Slim
win for Kano Pillars.
1-0, 2-1, 3-2, 5-4.
3-1.
3-1.
Ahmed Musa to score, you can.
Ahmed Musa, they say you go score.
Ahmed Musa to score.
3-1 win for Kano Pillars. Aqua United, Kwara United.
Aqua United, that's one of the games that will produce a draw. I see a 1-0 draw in this game.
Bayelsa Imba.
Our final away win, ladies and gentlemen. I told you 3 away wins. Rivers
United, Atlant, and Imba.
Our final away win, ladies and gentlemen. Imba in Bayelsa. If they don't do this, man, I'll not be happy with you.
Hey, they don't do this, man. Somebody says he will not be happy with you.
It has to be a win.
In my head, I can pick the 2 casualties of managers. I don't know them. In my head, my imagination, it is not your own. Imagine by yourself.
2 managerial casualties, I think, after this match day.
Academy Warriors against Katsina United. Wait, you don't even top score. Bayelsa Imba. Scoreline.
2-1.
2-1.
Imba.
People say there are goals.
Yeah.
The only match that they will not produce. Okay, there are 2. I think Nigerian Tornadoes Shooting Stars say 1-0.
Then
Abia Warriors. Atlant, you say 1-0 for Atlant.
Kano Pillars.
You said 3-1. I think what you mentioned, I think you called it. What change your heart? I change your
Okay, Ahmed Musa will play, Although Ziki Flew may not play because of flying and because of Chani goals. 3 goals.
2-1 by Elsa Imba. Academy Warriors, Katsina United.
A win for Academy Warriors. The problem with Academy Warriors is they are not serious at all.
I don't understand.
They are not serious at all.
I don't understand. Imagine Academy winning all their games at home. They'll be better later.
Now. So I don't know if it's overconfidence, if it's the weather, because Maiduguri is hot and all that.
I know they play them.
I don't know what it is, but when they are at home, but maybe it changes now.
They beat Imba the last time, so
maybe it changes now. I think a win for Imba. I mean, it's not a big game. It's not a big opponent. It's Katsina United. I think Academy Warriors will get this one.
Scoreline?
2-0.
2 goals to nothing.
2-0.
That's how Feminity predicted match day 10. 2 away wins, 3 draws, and 5 home wins. Now you've predicted Atiba. What will be the biggest shock for you this weekend? The biggest shock. This happened. I can't believe it. The biggest shock this weekend.
The biggest shock would be if Korodu City gets anything away from at home to Rivers.
Anything. Even if not draw.
I go respect Korodu like, yes, welcome to the NPFL. Start taking them out of the relegation conversation. If they get anything against Rivers United in Lagos, I'm taking, even if they get a draw, if I get a win, but if they relegate, devil's work. It will be the biggest shock if Ikorodu survives Rivers United in Lagos.
Rivers is highly rated though. With that form of dress.
It will be a huge shock.
A huge shock, and of course, those are Femati's prediction, because games will be going down, and let's see how many Femati will get right, and let's see, maybe Kodu will show Femati and beat Rivers United. Rivers at the top of the log, definitely.
Absolutely.
21 points. Remo Star second, 18 points. Eyimba third, 17
Play
points.
9, win 6, draw 3, lose 0.
And goal against, consider just 3. They've also scored. Okay, against second. I always play to United. They will always come. As is, always score.
So if Ikorodu can, against this team, can hold their own, if they get relegated, it's gonna be a surprising one.
Lobby Stars 9 points, Bayelsa 9 points, Ikorodu City 8 points, Akwa United 6 points. All of them occupy 17 to 20 respectively. That's a relegation zone for you. And just for you to know that no team is winless in the NPFL. Every team has won.
At least one.
The
list is Akwa United.
Akwa have just won 1 game. So the highest scoring team is Plateau United, 13 goals, and followed closely by Rivers Rema and Eyimba, who have scored 12 goals. And the team that have considered the least number of goals are the league leaders, and that is Rivers United with 3 goals. So just know that Rivers are doing something right about that. Of course, we look forward to this weekend and look forward to all these games giving us beautiful results. Don't forget, like we always say, go to the nearest stadium near you in your city.
Watch
The NPFL, support. We love you guys. No crowd trouble. We don't want to see that. And kudos to everyone who have made this stick. Of course, once again, we are at Metis Lounge and Badi's where the show has been shot on a Thursday, beautiful day like this. It's a great environment, loving it. Maybe at the time we have the halftime break of the NPFL. I got my boys say,
do 1 or 2 here.
I got okay. And if you want to have a sit down and jollof with us as well, the fans, you are all welcome. Let's catch some fun and definitely look forward to games this weekend. Femati, it's a pleasure to have you on the show again.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And of course, till where we start shouting over the weekend, win. Start calculating and doing this. The things that we win this weekend, congratulations to you. The things that will suffer, I just say make I for those that will draw and feel good, also for the players that will score goals, happy jubilation. Till when we come back for match day 10 review on Monday, God bless you. Have a lovely match day. Bye.